Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Morphology and awareness of English morphology enables language teachers to help their learners understand how words enter a language, what they consist of, and how they are formed by combining prefixes, suffixes, and roots. Contents. What is morphology? Morpheme, lexical meaning, free and bound morpheme, inflectional morpheme. Morphemes are ordered in sequence, derivational morphemes, infixes, isolating morphology, agglutinating morphology, main branches of morphology. What is morphology? Words and their parts, lexicon and morphology. Books. English Grammar and Introduction by Colin and Camilla Hollow. Language, its structure and use by Edward Finnegan. Morpheme. The meaningful elements in a word are called morphemes. Thus, true is a morpheme, untrue, truly contain two morphemes each. Untruthfulness contain 5 morphemes by Edward Finnegan. Lexical meaning. According to Edward Finnegan, most morphemes have lexical meaning as with look, kit, and tall. Others represent a grammatical category or semantic notion such as past tense, the ed in looked and plural the s in kits or comparative degree in taller. Don't tempt it to equate morpheme with one syllable. Morphemes can be free or bound. Some morphemes can stand alone as words true, mother, orange. Other function only as a word part. Unless are free morphemes that can be stand alone are free morphemes. Bound morphemes, those that can't are bound morphemes. Inflectional morpheme. Another type of bound morpheme is illustrated in the parts of the words cats, collected, sleeps, and louder. These inflectional morphemes change the form of words but not its lexical category or its central meaning. Inflectional morphemes create variant forms of a word to conform to different roles in a sentence or in discourse. Morphemes are ordered in sequence. Within a word, morphemes have a strict and systematic linear sequence. They aren't randomly arranged. Suffixes always follow the stem they attach to, such as plural in girls and meant in commitment. Prefix attached to the front of a stem, as in untrue, disappear, and repaint. Derivational morphemes. Derivational morphemes can be prefixes unhappy, disappear, suffixes happiness, appearance. Generally, inflectional morphemes are added to the uttermost parts of the words taken together. Prefixes, suffixes are called affixes. Infixes. Besides affixes, some languages have infixes. Infix is a morpheme inserted within another morpheme. Isolating morphology. Chinese is a language with isolating morphology in which each word tends to be a single isolated morpheme. An isolating language lacks both derivational and inflectional morphology. Agglutinating morphology. Another type of morphology is called agglutinating. In agglutinating language, words can have several prefixes and suffixes, but they are characteristically distinct and readily segmented into their parts as English announcements or pre-affirmed, but unlike sang, sing plus past or men plus plural. Main branches of morphology. There are two main branches of morphology: inflectional morphology, lexical morphology. Inflectional morphology that falls within the domain of grammar. It deals with the processes which give rise to inflectional forms, and it interacts with syntax insofar as it's the role of syntax that determine whether a lexeme can or must carry a particular inflectional property. Lexical morphology. Lexical morphology is dealt within the lexicon, and it is outside the concerns of grammar. It deals within the processes by which lexical items, basic units of the vocabulary or lexicon, are derived. Thank you. I wish you all the best and goodbye.